From Struggle to Wealth. A Money Mastery Audiobook. Hello, and welcome to Money Mastery Audiobooks, your trusted destination for practical lessons on personal finance, wealth creation, investing, entrepreneurship, and financial freedom. Today's audiobook is From Struggle to Wealth. No matter where you are financially today, your current circumstances do not have to determine your future. Countless people have gone from living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with debt, and worrying about money every single day to building financial security, creating multiple income streams, and achieving lasting wealth. The difference wasn't luck, it was learning the right principles, developing better habits, and taking consistent action. Over the next 40 minutes, you'll discover practical strategies that can help you break free from financial struggle, take control of your money, increase your income, and begin building wealth that lasts for generations. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Money Mastery Audiobooks, and turn on notifications so you never miss future audiobooks designed to help you master money and achieve financial freedom. Now, find a comfortable place, remove distractions, and let's begin your journey from struggle to wealth. Introduction. Millions of people around the world work hard every single day, yet they still struggle to get ahead financially. They wake up early, work long hours, pay their bills, and hope that next month will somehow be different. But for many, next month looks exactly like the last. The paycheck arrives, expenses consume most of it, unexpected costs appear, and the cycle begins all over again. Living paycheck to paycheck is not always the result of laziness or a lack of ambition. In many cases, it's the result of never being taught how money really works. Most people spend years learning subjects in school, yet receive little or no education about budgeting, saving, investing, entrepreneurship, taxes, or building wealth. As a result, they enter adulthood knowing how to earn money but not necessarily how to make money grow. The good news is that financial success is not reserved for a lucky few. Wealth is built through knowledge, disciplined habits, smart decisions, and consistent action over time. While circumstances may differ from person to person, the principles of wealth remain remarkably similar. Those who learn these principles and apply them consistently put themselves in a far better position to achieve financial freedom. Your journey from struggle to wealth begins with changing the way you think about money. Once your mindset changes, your decisions begin to change. Those decisions create new habits, those habits produce better financial results, and over time those results can completely transform your life. Throughout this audiobook, you'll discover 6 powerful lessons that can help guide your financial journey. You'll learn why so many people remain trapped in financial struggle, how to develop a wealth-building mindset, how to master your money, practical ways to increase your income, strategies for building long-term wealth through saving and investing, and finally, how to create a financial legacy that benefits both you and future generations. Remember, wealth is rarely created overnight. It is built one decision, one habit, one investment, and one opportunity at a time. Every wealthy person started somewhere, and many began with very little. What mattered most was their willingness to learn, adapt, and keep moving forward despite setbacks. As you listen to this audiobook, don't simply absorb the information, think about how you can apply it to your own life. Even one positive financial decision made today can set you on a path toward a very different future. Now, let's begin with our first lesson, understanding why people stay broke. Chapter 1, Understanding Why People Stay Broke. Before you can build wealth, you must first understand why so many people struggle financially. This isn't about blaming individuals or judging their circumstances. Everyone faces different challenges, opportunities, and responsibilities. However, there are common patterns that keep millions of people trapped in financial hardship. Once you recognize these patterns, you can begin replacing them with habits that lead toward financial freedom. One of the biggest financial traps is living paycheck to paycheck. For many people, every month's salary has already been spent before it even arrives. Rent or a mortgage, groceries, transport, electricity, insurance, school fees, and countless other expenses quickly consume their income. If an unexpected bill appears, such as a car repair or medical expense, they often have no savings to cover it. This creates stress, forces them to borrow money, and keeps the cycle going. Living paycheck to paycheck doesn't always mean someone has a low income. Some high-income earners also struggle because their spending increases every time their income grows. They buy bigger houses, newer cars, expensive clothes, and luxury items, believing that earning more automatically means becoming wealthier. In reality, if your expenses grow as fast as your income, your financial situation may never truly improve. Another reason many people remain broke is poor money management. It's not only about how much you earn, it's about how well you manage what you already have. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track of where your money goes. Small daily purchases may seem insignificant, but over weeks, months, and years they can add up to thousands that could have been saved or invested. Debt is another obstacle that prevents people from building wealth. Not all debt is bad. Borrowing money to purchase an income-producing asset or invest in a growing business can sometimes create future wealth. However, using debt to finance a lifestyle you cannot afford often creates long-term financial problems. High-interest debt, especially from credit cards and personal loans, can consume a large portion of your income and make it difficult to get ahead. Many people also believe limiting stories about money. They may think, rich people are just lucky, money is the root of all evil, I'll never become wealthy because of where I was born, or people like me don't become successful. These beliefs quietly shape their decisions and discourage them from pursuing opportunities. Your beliefs influence your actions, and your actions determine your financial future. Successful people generally view money differently. They see money as a tool rather than a goal. They understand that money creates choices, provides security, allows them to help others, and gives them the freedom to spend more time doing what matters most. Instead of believing wealth is impossible, they ask themselves, what skills do I need to learn? What opportunities can I create? How can I improve my financial situation one step at a time? Another common mistake is waiting for someone else to change your financial future. Some people wait for a promotion, a lottery win, an inheritance, or the government to solve their problems. While outside opportunities can certainly help, lasting financial success usually begins when you accept personal responsibility for your financial decisions. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond, what you learn, how you spend, and how you prepare for the future. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for every setback. Life can be unpredictable. People lose jobs, businesses fail, emergencies happen, and economies change. Financial success isn't about avoiding every challenge, it's about continuing to move forward despite those challenges. Every lesson learned, every skill developed, and every smart financial decision becomes another step toward building wealth. The encouraging news is that financial struggle does not have to be permanent. Countless self-made millionaires started with very little. Some grew up in poverty, worked ordinary jobs, or experienced major setbacks before achieving success. What separated them from others wasn't perfection, it was their willingness to learn, adapt, and remain consistent over many years. As you continue through this audiobook, remember that your current financial situation does not define your future. Every wealthy person began somewhere, and every journey starts with a single decision to change. The moment you commit to learning about money, improving your habits, and taking consistent action, you begin moving away from struggle and toward wealth. Now that you understand the common reasons people remain financially stuck, it's time to explore the first step toward lasting financial success, developing a wealth mindset. Chapter 2: Developing a Wealth Mindset. Every great achievement begins with the way a person thinks. Before someone builds a successful business, creates multiple income streams, or becomes financially independent, they first develop the mindset that makes those accomplishments possible. Your thoughts influence your decisions become your habits, and your habits ultimately shape your financial future. A wealth mindset does not mean believing that money solves every problem or that becoming rich is all that matters. Instead, it means viewing money as a tool that can provide security, opportunities, freedom, and the ability to improve your life and the lives of others. People with a wealth mindset understand that financial success is built over time through learning, discipline, and consistent action. One of the biggest differences between those who build wealth and those who struggle financially is how they respond to opportunities and challenges. When faced with setbacks, many people immediately think, "This is impossible," or "I'll never get ahead." Those with a wealth mindset ask different questions. They ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I improve, and what opportunity might be hidden in this challenge?" These questions encourage growth instead of fear. Another important principle is believing that skills can be developed. Wealthy individuals understand that they are not limited by what they know today. They continuously learn new skills, read books, listen to podcasts and audiobooks, attend seminars, and seek advice from people who have already achieved the success they want. Every new skill increases their value and creates new opportunities to earn more income. Delayed gratification is another habit shared by many financially successful people. In today's world, we are constantly encouraged to spend money immediately. Advertisements tell us to buy now and pay later. Social media often creates pressure to own the newest car, phone, designer clothing, or luxury lifestyle. But people with a wealth mindset understand that temporary sacrifices today can create lasting rewards tomorrow. Imagine two people receiving the same bonus at work. One spends it on expensive items that quickly lose value. The other invests the money, starts a small business, pays off high-interest debt, or learns a valuable new skill. Months and years later, the second person's decision continues to create financial benefits long after the excitement of the purchase has faded. This is the power of delayed gratification. Setting clear financial goals is another essential part of developing a wealth mindset. Without goals, it's easy to drift through life without direction. Goals give you something to work toward and help you measure your progress. Your goals might include paying off debt, building an emergency fund, buying your first investment property, starting a business, saving for retirement, or achieving complete financial freedom. The most effective goals are specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want more money," decide exactly how much you want to save, invest, or earn. Create deadlines, write your goals down, and review them regularly. Written goals help keep you focused, especially during difficult times. Confidence also plays an important role in financial success. Confidence doesn't mean believing you'll never fail. It means trusting that you can learn, adapt, and improve no matter what challenges you face. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, and business owner has experienced setbacks. The difference is that they refuse to let temporary failures define their future. Resilience is equally important. Building wealth is rarely a straight path. Markets rise and fall. Businesses experience difficult seasons. Investments may not always perform as expected. Unexpected expenses can arise. People with a wealth mindset understand that setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. They continue learning, making adjustments, and moving forward. Another characteristic of a wealth mindset is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with often affect your thinking, your habits, and your expectations. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, excuses, and fear, it's difficult to stay motivated. On the other hand, spending time with people who encourage growth, responsibility, and financial education can inspire you to raise your own standards. Finally, understand that wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Many people give up because they expect immediate results. Real wealth usually grows slowly through consistent saving, wise investing, increasing your income, and making smart financial decisions year after year. Small improvements made consistently often produce extraordinary results over time. As you continue your journey from struggle to wealth, remember that your mindset is one of your greatest financial assets. The way you think today influences the opportunities you pursue tomorrow. By choosing growth over excuses, patience over impulse, and discipline over comfort, you begin laying the foundation for lasting financial success. Now that you've developed the mindset required to build wealth, it's time to learn how to take control of your finances by mastering your money. Chapter 3: Mastering Money. Building wealth begins with mastering the money you already have. Many people believe they need a higher income before they can improve their financial situation. While earning more can certainly help, it is only part of the equation. If you cannot manage a small amount of money wisely, managing a larger amount becomes even more difficult. Financial success is built on good money management long before significant wealth arrives. The first step toward mastering your money is knowing exactly where it goes. Many people work hard for their income but have little idea how much they spend each month or what they spend it on. Small purchases may seem insignificant on their own, but together they can consume a surprising portion of your income. A daily takeaway coffee, frequent fast food meals, unused subscriptions, and impulse purchases may not seem expensive individually, but over a year they can add up to thousands. This is where a budget becomes one of your most valuable financial tools. A budget is not designed to restrict your freedom. Instead, it gives you control over your money. Rather than wondering where your income disappeared, you decide in advance how every rand or dollar will be used. Your money begins working toward your goals instead of disappearing without a plan. A simple budget starts by listing all sources of income, followed by every monthly expense. Begin with your essential expenses, such as housing, food, transport, utilities, insurance, and education. Then review your non-essential spending. Ask yourself whether each expense truly adds value to your life or simply provides temporary satisfaction. Even small reductions in unnecessary spending can create extra money for saving and investing. Mastering money also means learning the difference between needs and wants. A need is something essential for daily living, while a want is something that improves comfort or enjoyment but is not necessary. There's nothing wrong with buying things you enjoy, but problems arise when wants consistently take priority over your long-term financial goals. Wealthy people often delay unnecessary purchases until they can comfortably afford them without damaging their financial future. Another important habit is paying yourself first. Most people pay everyone else before they save anything. They pay their bills, spend on entertainment, and buy whatever they want, then hope there is something left to save. Usually there isn't. Instead, make saving the first bill you pay every month. Even if you start with a small percentage of your income, consistency is far more important than the amount. As your income grows, increase your savings accordingly. An emergency fund is another key part of mastering your money. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, appliances stop working, medical emergencies happen, and unexpected expenses appear when you least expect them. Without savings, many people rely on credit cards or personal loans, creating even more financial pressure. An emergency fund provides peace of mind because it allows you to handle unexpected situations without going into debt. Financial experts often recommend saving enough to cover 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. This may sound overwhelming at first, but remember that every emergency fund begins with the first deposit. Set small, realistic savings goals and build steadily over time. Debt management is another essential part of financial mastery. Debt itself is not always the enemy. Some forms of debt can help build wealth, such as borrowing responsibly to purchase an investment property or expand a profitable business. However, consumer debt used to finance unnecessary purchases often becomes a major obstacle to financial freedom. If you have high-interest debt, create a plan to eliminate it as quickly as possible. Continue making the required payments while directing any extra money toward the debt with the highest interest rate. As each debt is paid off, redirect those payments toward the next one. This disciplined approach gradually reduces financial pressure and frees more of your income for saving and investing. Another important principle is avoiding lifestyle inflation. When many people receive a salary increase, they immediately increase their spending. They move into a more expensive home, finance a newer car, or upgrade their lifestyle in ways that consume the additional income. Instead of becoming wealthier, they simply become more dependent on earning a higher salary. People who build wealth often make a different decision. When their income increases, they increase the amount they save and invest before increasing their spending. This allows their wealth to grow steadily while still enjoying occasional rewards for their hard work. Technology can also help you master your money. Budgeting apps, banking tools, investment platforms, and automatic savings transfers make it easier than ever to manage your finances. Automating your savings and investment contributions reduces the temptation to spend money that should be building your future. Finally, remember that mastering money is not about being perfect. Everyone makes financial mistakes from time to time. The goal is to learn from those mistakes, improve your habits, and make better decisions moving forward. Every wise financial choice strengthens your foundation and moves you one step closer to lasting wealth. When you take control of your spending, build an emergency fund, manage debt wisely, and consistently save for the future, you create financial stability. That stability gives you the confidence to pursue greater opportunities and focus on increasing your income. Now that you've learned how to manage your money effectively, it's time to discover one of the fastest ways to accelerate your journey from struggle to wealth, by increasing your income. Chapter 4: Increasing your income. While managing your money wisely is essential, there comes a point where cutting expenses alone is no longer enough. You can only reduce your spending so much, but your ability to increase your income has far greater potential. Many wealthy people didn't become financially successful simply because they were excellent at saving, they became wealthy because they consistently found ways to earn more. One of the most valuable investments you can ever make is investing in yourself. Your skills, knowledge, and experience are assets that no one can take away from you. The more valuable your skills become, the more opportunities you'll have to earn a higher income. Whether it's learning sales, marketing, coding, public speaking, investing, bookkeeping, graphic design, artificial intelligence, or another high-demand skill, education often provides one of the highest returns on investment. Learning doesn't stop after school or university. The most successful people remain lifelong learners. They read books, listen to audiobooks and podcasts, attend workshops, take online courses, and study people who have already achieved the success they desire. Every new skill you develop increases your value in the marketplace. If you're employed, look for ways to become more valuable to your employer. Take initiative, solve problems, improve your productivity, and develop skills that others don't have. Employees who consistently create value often earn promotions, bonuses, salary increases, and greater career opportunities. Don't simply ask yourself, how can I earn more? Instead ask, how can I become more valuable? Higher income usually follows increased value. However, relying on a single source of income can be risky. If your job is your only income, losing it could place you under significant financial pressure. This is why many financially successful people create additional income streams. Multiple income streams provide greater financial security and accelerate wealth building. One of the most popular ways to increase income is by starting a side hustle. A side hustle is simply a business or income-producing activity that you operate alongside your regular job. It might involve freelancing, consulting, selling products online, creating digital content, offering services in your community, or using a hobby to generate extra income. The beauty of a side hustle is that it allows you to begin small. You don't necessarily need a large amount of money to get started. Many successful businesses began from a spare bedroom, a garage, or even a kitchen table. What matters most is identifying a problem people are willing to pay you to solve. Entrepreneurship is another powerful path toward financial growth. Business owners have the opportunity to earn income that is not directly limited by the number of hours they work. While building a successful business requires hard work, patience, and persistence, it also creates the possibility of generating income from systems, employees, products, and customers that continue producing value over time. Of course, entrepreneurship also involves risk. Not every business succeeds immediately, and setbacks are common. The key is to start with careful planning, understand your customers, manage your finances wisely, and continually improve your products or services. Every successful entrepreneur has faced challenges, but those who remain committed and adaptable greatly improve their chances of long-term success. Negotiating better income is another skill worth developing. Many people never ask for a salary increase or better compensation because they fear rejection. Before requesting a raise, prepare evidence of the value you've added to your employer. Highlight your achievements, additional responsibilities, improved performance, and measurable results. Even if the answer is no, you've gained valuable experience that will help you negotiate future opportunities. Another powerful principle is creating income that continues even when you're not actively working. This is often referred to as passive or semi-passive income. Examples include rental properties, dividend-paying investments, royalties from books or digital products, online courses, licensing intellectual property, or businesses that generate profits without requiring your constant daily involvement. While these income streams often require significant effort to build, they can continue producing income for years. Technology has created more opportunities than ever before. Today, people can start online businesses, create YouTube channels, sell digital products, provide freelance services, teach online, build mobile apps, manage e-commerce stores, or reach customers around the world from a laptop and an internet connection. Many of these opportunities require more creativity and consistency than large amounts of capital. As your income increases, remember the lessons from the previous chapter. Avoid increasing your lifestyle every time your earnings grow. Instead, direct much of your additional income toward paying off debt, building investments, growing your business, and creating long-term financial security. Higher income only creates wealth when it is managed wisely. Most importantly, don't underestimate the power of consistency. Increasing your income rarely happens overnight. Skills take time to develop. Businesses take time to grow. Investments take time to appreciate. But every hour spent learning, every customer served, every product improved, and every opportunity pursued moves you closer to financial independence. Your earning potential is one of your greatest financial assets. By continually improving your skills, creating multiple income streams, embracing entrepreneurship, and providing value to others, you expand your opportunities to build lasting wealth. Now that you've learned how to increase your income, it's time to discover how to transform that income into lasting financial security by building long-term wealth. Chapter 5: Building Long-Term Wealth. Earning more money is an important step toward financial freedom, but earning money and building wealth are not the same thing. Many people earn high incomes throughout their lives and still retire with very little because they spend almost everything they make. True wealth is created by keeping a portion of your income, investing it wisely, and allowing it to grow over many years. The journey to long-term wealth begins with consistent saving. Saving money is not about becoming rich overnight. It is about creating financial stability and giving yourself the ability to take advantage of future opportunities. Every amount you save, no matter how small, is a step toward greater financial independence. Consistency is far more important than perfection. Many people believe they need to wait until they earn more before they begin saving, but that often leads to years of unnecessary delay. Developing the habit of saving now prepares you to save even more as your income increases. A person who consistently saves 10% of a modest income is often better prepared for wealth than someone who earns much more but saves nothing. Once you have built an emergency fund and developed a regular savings habit, the next step is investing. Saving protects your money, but investing gives your money the opportunity to grow. Instead of working only for money, you begin putting your money to work for you. Investing involves purchasing assets that have the potential to increase in value or generate income over time. These assets may include shares in companies, index funds, bonds, real estate, businesses, or other investments. Every investment carries some level of risk, which is why education and careful research are essential before making financial decisions. One of the greatest advantages investors have is time. This is where the power of compound growth becomes truly remarkable. Compound growth occurs when your investment earns returns, and those returns begin earning returns of their own. Over many years, this creates a snowball effect that can significantly increase your wealth. Imagine planting a single tree. During the first few years, growth may appear slow. But as the tree matures, it becomes larger, stronger, and produces more fruit each season. Wealth works in much the same way. At first, progress may seem small, but with patience and consistency, growth often accelerates over time. Real estate has also been a powerful wealth-building tool for many successful investors. Property has the potential to increase in value while also generating rental income. Some people purchase homes to rent out, while others invest in commercial buildings, apartments, or land. Like any investment, real estate requires careful planning, proper financing, and thorough research, but it has helped many families build long-term financial security. Owning a business is another path to creating wealth. A successful business can generate income beyond what is possible through employment alone. Businesses also have the potential to increase in value over time, allowing owners to build significant assets while creating jobs and serving their communities. Diversification is another important principle of long-term investing. Rather than placing all of your money into a single investment, many experienced investors spread their investments across different asset types. This helps reduce risk because poor performance in one area may be balanced by stronger performance in another. Patience is perhaps the most overlooked ingredient in wealth building. We live in a world that encourages instant results, but lasting wealth rarely happens quickly. Markets rise and fall. Businesses experience difficult seasons. Property values fluctuate. Successful investors understand that temporary setbacks are a normal part of the journey. Instead of reacting emotionally to every change, they remain focused on their long-term goals. Another important habit is reinvesting your returns whenever possible. Instead of spending every profit or dividend you receive, consider allowing those earnings to remain invested. Reinvesting helps compound growth work even harder and accelerates the process of building wealth over time. As your investments grow, continue learning. Financial markets change, new opportunities emerge, and economic conditions evolve. The most successful investors never stop improving their knowledge. They read books, study experienced investors, follow financial news, and continually refine their investment strategies. It's also important to remember that wealth is about more than the value of your investments. Wealth provides freedom. It gives you choices. It allows you to support your family, pursue meaningful work, travel, contribute to causes you care about, and spend more time doing what matters most to you. Building long-term wealth requires discipline, patience, and consistency. There will be times when progress feels slow, but every investment, every contribution, and every wise financial decision strengthens your future. Small actions repeated over many years often produce extraordinary results. By saving consistently, investing wisely, owning appreciating assets, and allowing compound growth to work in your favor, you lay the foundation for lasting financial freedom. Now that you've learned how to build long-term wealth, let's explore the final step in your journey, creating a financial legacy that can benefit both your family and future generations. Chapter 6: Creating a Legacy. Reaching financial success is a significant achievement, but true wealth goes beyond the amount of money in your bank account. Lasting wealth is about creating opportunities that continue long after you're gone. It is about building a legacy that benefits your family, your community, and future generations. The greatest financial success is not simply becoming wealthy, it is ensuring that your wealth creates a positive and lasting impact. Many people focus only on earning and spending money during their lifetime. While there is nothing wrong with enjoying the rewards of your hard work, it's equally important to think about the future. Ask yourself an important question: what will my financial decisions today mean for my children, grandchildren, or the people I care about tomorrow? One of the first steps in creating a legacy is protecting the wealth you have built. Building wealth often takes decades of hard work, disciplined saving, wise investing, and careful planning. Protecting those assets is just as important as creating them. This may include maintaining an emergency fund, having appropriate insurance, reducing unnecessary financial risks, keeping accurate financial records, and reviewing your financial plans regularly. Another important part of protecting your wealth is estate planning. While many people avoid thinking about wills and inheritance, having a clear estate plan helps ensure that your assets are distributed according to your wishes. It can reduce confusion, prevent unnecessary conflict among family members, and make an already difficult time easier for those you leave behind. However, passing on money alone is not enough. One of the greatest gifts you can give your family is financial education. Many fortunes have been lost because one generation built wealth while the next generation lacked the knowledge to manage it wisely. Teaching your children and grandchildren about budgeting, saving, investing, entrepreneurship, and responsible money management may prove even more valuable than the inheritance itself. Lead by example. Children often learn more from what they see than from what they hear. When they observe responsible financial habits, disciplined spending, consistent saving, and thoughtful investing, they begin developing those same habits themselves. Your daily financial decisions can shape the attitudes and behaviors of future generations. Creating a legacy also involves giving back. Wealth provides an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of others. This doesn't necessarily require donating millions of dollars. Giving can take many forms, including supporting local charities, helping family members during difficult times, mentoring young entrepreneurs, volunteering your time, or investing in projects that strengthen your community. Many successful people discover that one of the greatest rewards of financial success is the ability to improve the lives of others. Money becomes more meaningful when it is used not only for personal comfort but also to create opportunities, solve problems, and bring hope to people who need it. As your wealth grows, continue investing in yourself. Never assume you've learned everything there is to know about money. Financial markets evolve, businesses change, technology advances, and new opportunities emerge. Lifelong learning helps you adapt to these changes and continue making wise financial decisions throughout your life. Remember that wealth is about freedom as much as it is about finances. Financial independence allows you to spend more time with your family, pursue meaningful goals, support causes you believe in, travel, continue learning, or simply enjoy life without constant financial stress. The purpose of wealth is not to impress others but to create choices and improve your quality of life. At the same time, remain humble and grateful. Financial success should strengthen your character rather than define it. Continue treating people with kindness and respect regardless of their financial situation. Never forget where you started or the lessons you learned along the way. Humility, integrity, and generosity are qualities that make wealth truly meaningful. Finally, remember that creating a legacy is not something that begins after you become wealthy. It begins today. Every smart financial decision, every lesson you teach your children, every investment you make, every act of generosity, and every goal you pursue contributes to the legacy you are building. Your journey from struggle to wealth is about far more than increasing your income or growing your investments. It is about creating a life of purpose, freedom, responsibility, and lasting impact. The habits you develop today have the power to influence not only your future but also the future of generations yet to come. With these 6 principles now in your hands, you have a practical roadmap to move from financial struggle toward lasting wealth. The next step is yours to take. Conclusion. Congratulations on completing From Struggle to Wealth. Throughout this audiobook, you've explored 6 powerful principles that can transform the way you think about money and help you build a stronger financial future. You began by understanding why so many people remain trapped in financial struggle and discovered that lasting change starts with taking responsibility for your financial decisions. You then learned the importance of developing a wealth mindset, one that values growth, discipline, patience, and continuous learning. Success begins in the mind long before it appears in your bank account. Next, you discovered how mastering your money through budgeting, smart spending, building an emergency fund, and managing debt creates a solid financial foundation. You also learned that increasing your income is one of the most powerful ways to accelerate your journey toward wealth. By developing valuable skills, creating multiple income streams, embracing entrepreneurship, and continually improving yourself, you expand your financial opportunities. After that, you explored the principles of building long-term wealth through consistent saving, wise investing, owning appreciating assets, and allowing compound growth to work over many years. Finally, you learned that true wealth is about more than money. It's about creating a legacy, protecting what you've built, teaching financial wisdom to future generations, giving back to others, and using your financial success to create freedom and purpose. Remember that becoming wealthy isn't the result of one big decision. It's the result of hundreds, even thousands, of small, smart financial decisions made consistently over time. Every budget you follow, every rand or dollar you save, every book you read, every skill you develop, and every investment you make brings you one step closer to financial freedom. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. Start where you are, use what you have, and take the first step today. Your future self will thank you for the decisions you make now. Financial struggle does not have to define your life. Your past does not determine your future. With knowledge, discipline, persistence, and consistent action, you have the ability to build a life of financial security, opportunity, and lasting wealth. Thank you for listening to From Struggle to Wealth, a Money Mastery audiobook. I hope the lessons you've learned today inspire you to take control of your finances and continue building the future you deserve. If you enjoyed this audiobook and found it valuable, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to Money Mastery Audiobooks, and turn on notifications so you never miss future audiobooks filled with practical strategies for building wealth and achieving financial freedom. Feel free to share this audiobook with your friends and family, and leave a comment below telling us your biggest takeaway or the financial goal you're committed to achieving. Thank you once again for listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep investing in yourself, and remember, every great fortune begins with a single smart financial decision. We'll see you in the next Money Mastery audiobook.